I genuinely thought that this Disarm feat was going to be really annoying throughout the Conquest, but the good news is, one battle. Let's see what I did. What's up, Knights of Vex, and welcome to part 3 of the Kanata Conquest, talking about Sector 3. And Sector 3 is actually also really easy. If you get the right team comps, the right data disk, not that hard. You just got to find the right nodes. So, heading into game, guys, we're going to talk about exactly what we need for Sector 3. So, the data disks, nothing crazy. I've been using the same ones for each sector, and I honestly don't have anything crazy. So, what I worked with for this sector is Fortified, which I've been using for each and every one because it's so good with the defensive stats. It's just very helpful, all that defense. Ruthless Swiftness is very nice for the extra turn meter. So, the more turn meter you gain, the more turns you're going to be able to get off of Disarm. Entrenched for that survivability. If you have lower gear characters, the Entrenched is there for survivability along with Fortified. If you keep stacking Entrenched, you're good to go. And I added another Ruthless Swiftness just for more turn meter gains. So, the node that I did the Disarm on was a Geonosian node. Now, I did it on a previous battle, but the one I have currently is a Geo node, and it's going to work the same exact way. I found 2 in this sector. I'm sure you could pull it off on others. I just found you could do it on full auto on a Geo node because of the spawn. The spawn, you can just... The team comp, I'm going to show you in a second, it involves Rex. Rex is going to have his big one-shot ability. You do that on the spawn, going to keep cycling back up. You can keep doing your Disarm. So, I have all of these battles in a recording, guys. We're going to start with Disarm and get to the other feats as well. All done in one battle, but let's start with Disarm. Really easy. So, the team comp for Disarm. Same strategy as the cheese from my previous Conquest with CX2 for Order 66. Just, I'm replacing C3PO with Wrecker Mercenary because Wrecker Mercenary also has Disarm in his kit. That's only a 4-second cooldown. So the more Disarm, the more easier you're going to pull this off. But the team is Rex Lead, CX2, Wrecker, Wat Tambor, and Malik. Wat is there for the tank and the weapon tech. Keep generating the turn meter. Malik is there as your tank. I don't have Voluntary Vanguard, unfortunately, so have to rely on Malik getting hit for the fear. But I'm going to start the battle, guys. It is a Geonosian node. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is I like to put the weapon tech, which is the last one, on CX2. That's going to help him get more turns. The Geos take a bunch of turns, so that's way more turn meter for your CX2. So there, they take a turn. We get crit. We generate turn meter. Boom. Our Rex took a turn, granted tenacity up, boosted turn meter for our team, and we got the first Disarm landed just like that. Now, you're going to see here, Wrecker also has Disarm. That's 2 right off the bat. Very good. Now, I want to get Shock on Malik so he can get this taunt up. I put the tank tech on Malik so that he can just cleanse those buffs and get him to taunt at the time being. He doesn't have protection, so he's not going to always have taunt, but for the time being, he has taunt, and every time he gets crit, he's going to regain taunt. So the strategy here is I'm waiting to put this on full auto so I could put the other tech on my Rex, because Rex, I want to survive a little bit because he helps with the turn meter. But from this point on, it's literally full auto. You're going to get enough turn meter from Rex Lead. Coach Angel, thank you for the sub, my friend. That's like 5 videos out of the past 6 we've gotten a sub mid-video. Appreciate it, brother. But for the strategy, you're pretty much relying on Rex Lead for the turn meter gains on crits. And then you're going to have the tank tech for Malik to cleanse and help you get a taunt. The weapon tech on CX2 to help generate more turn meter, and then all the Disarm from Wrecker and CX2 just bouncing back and forth. I got, I think, 18 or 20 this battle, if I counted correctly. Could be wrong. It was definitely over 15. But if you just place this on full auto, you're absolutely fine. If you don't find a Geo node, if you don't find one, I recommend playing it on manual and not using Rex's big hit, because I found a node where I can just kill the spawn and I'm not worried about any of them going down or not reviving or anything like that. So this is pretty much the strategy. I will play it out on the end. I'm going to do it on 2x speed, but it's literally one battle. Every time I can't afford auto because of the spawn. That's the whole point. But as you can see, Rex is just destroying them with his big hit. At one point in this battle, our Rex does go down. It's not the end of the world. CX2 is constantly under stealth, so he's not getting targeted. I wish I had a voluntary Vanguard because I don't even know if it's available in this Conquest. I gotta find out. But just adds a little bit of degree of RNG that if they target your Malik. But the good thing is that if your Malik attacks the Brute and counterattacks and crits, your Malik is going to taunt. So here you're going to see our Rex is gone, but the battle is still in our favor. You just keep spamming auto, because on auto basic it's not going to work. There's no disarm on auto basic. Has to be full auto for this to actually work. But I've landed a bunch already. I think I've actually hit the goal by this point already in the battle. That's another disarm. Another one there. Super easy. Super easy. A lot of players are worried about this one, how annoying, and like you're going to have to do one each battle with CX2 or one battle, every battle with Chrysanthemum. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Done in a single battle. Very, very easy. We're going to skip towards the end just to show you the completion. We'll let it play out because I typically have a hard time stopping when the feat comes up on the screen. So we're going to quickly let this play out. I wasn't able to end the battle because I did not have my Rex up and running, but you're getting a whole feat done in one battle. You don't need to get the win, guys. You can get it done very easily. And there you go. Attempt to inflict disarm 15 times. Single battle. Very easy. Done. Done. Now we're going to move on to the next feat, which is the blind, which is also a single battle. So for the blind feat, I used Jabba with Wat Tambor and the Armorer, and the node that I did it on was the mini boss node with Saw Gerrera, because it's a 10-minute counter. It guarantees you can get the blind out off the bat. Very easy. I make a bunch of misplays in the beginning of this video, so I just want to make sure that I point out the correct plays and what to do. But we're going to start the battle right now. It is the Saw mini boss node. You're going to want to put the weapon tech on your Jabba. Same concept as CX2. He's going to be gaining more turn meter when the enemy takes a turn. They're going to be taking a bunch of turns. So that's the importance about that. Now you're going to be spamming basics off him. The armor, you want to make sure you put 3 stacks of Beskar on your Jabba so he can't get crit just in case he gets low. And then at this point, I throw it on auto basic. And he's going to be constantly applying blind. Now, I make this mistake in the first 4 minutes of the battle, and I'll skip ahead. What you want to do is you want to make sure that when Jabba gets his ult up and running, you want to kill the sides and then just get down to a solo Luthen, because that way you can get to way more blind. I just thought I could just apply it on auto basic for the whole battle. I'll be fine. Then I started to realize that I was getting my turn meter removed. I'm not really taking as many turns as I'd like. So right here I have ult. I should have used it right away. I recommend getting rid of Saw, getting rid of Baze, Chirrut, Kyle Katarn, and the spawn. Then you get into a 1v1 with Luthen, and then you're just constantly applying blind, just like that. So I'm going to skip ahead. It's still at 7 minutes. At that point, it was, right here, I think I take it off of auto, and I go kill Saw. Because I was like, I'm tired of not taking as many turns. So what I'm going to recommend is keep it on auto basic, but when you get to full ultimate, start killing the characters. Kill all of the characters until you get down to a solo Luthen. As you can see here, I'm keep chipping away, getting way more blind out, just like that. Let's go to the bitter end. Right here, you're gonna see we get to at one point. I just end up eating Luthen because I already hit the feat. I knew it was done, but that's a very easy blind. And then boom, just like that. It's a full 10-minute battle, almost 10 minutes, and just like that, attempt to inflict blind 80 times. Really not that difficult. If you have Jabba, you're in the clear. Wat Tambor, a lot of players should have as well. He's been in the game for a while. Armor, not that hard to get. So, very easy feat. There are other ways you can do it as well with, like, Balin on a Sith Empire node, I heard does really well. You have Chupio on his middle special, does a blind. I'm just trying to go for those really cool cheeses, guys, where we're efficient with the one and dones kind of thing. So that's why I'm showing the Jabba variation. We're now going to show you how to stack the Spectre kills with the no tank feat as well. So there's a specific team that's going to do it for you. So let's get into it. So the last feat that you can do 2-in-1 is going to be the Spectre kills alongside with the no tank. And the best team to do that is going to be General Syndulla lead with obviously Ezra, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, Huayang, and Padawan Sabine. If you guys have this team up and running, you're getting 2 feats done in one. It's really, really easy. After this recording, I'm actually going to go into game and show you a different strategy if you don't have the Spectre team up and running, that you can run a really cool cheese with JML. So, obviously, this is the battle. General Syndulla's leadership gives a bunch of speed, so you're going to be able to outspeed a ton of teams in Conquest. I found it very fascinating. You each get 150 speed for 1 turn in the beginning, so you're going to get out ahead. Pretty awesome. And the same data disk as before. I have, Perseverance. I have Assertive Command. I have the tank, Fortified, Ruthless Swiftness, all that stuff. Just adding on and helping out throughout the battle. Just able to get more and more damage. So this one I added Assertive Command and Perseverance. I just want to throw that in there. But very simple, very easy. That's 2 in 1. I am now going to take you into game because I want to show you for players that do not have a Spectre team up and running, but you really need the feat. So what you're going to do is you're going to go with a Jedi Master Luke lead. And this is like a little bonus feature because I don't need this feat right now, but I want to show you how you're going to be fine. So we could do anyone. Let's go for Revan. And we're going to go to Spectres here. And let's say everyone has Chopper. You could do any of these characters available. I'm just going to go with Chopper for now. All you need to do is pretty much, we're going to start the battle with a big AoE. It's going to generate some Terminator. Very nice. Got to make sure your Chopper doesn't die. We're going to pass the turn to Luke. Just go ahead, go for a stun. Now you're going to call Chopper to assist. When you do that, it's going to count as a Spectre kill. So, a little tanky. That's okay. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to make sure we don't kill anyone yet. Okay, there we go. Just going to do basic. Call Chopper. Moral of the story, you want to always call Chopper. Hopefully we don't get a kill. We'll find out. Alright, no kill. Very cool. So here, that's 1 kill for Chopper. That's 2 kills. Let's just go for a taunt. That's 3. 4. Let's do a basic. Got lucky with that dodge. Just do a basic. Call Chopper to assist and see if he gets a kill. Okay, he didn't get the kill there, but no big deal. Keep calling Chopper to assist. And we didn't end up getting all of them there. We got 4 in that battle, I believe. But that's just another way for you to do it in case you guys are running out of options and you need the Spectre kills. You don't have a full Ahsoka Tano team. That is probably your best bet to go for and how to do it because of how easy you can manipulate Jedi Master Luke's leadership. So if you play the battles correctly, you get the right data disc, you're almost certain to get the kills. The Geonosian node is kind of annoying because they equalize their health. But that was just a small example that even on a Geonosian node, you could still pull it off. So guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up Sector 3. The no tank ones are pretty self-explanatory. Just bring in the team with no tanks. There's Sith Eternal with Bane. There is a Kylo Ren First Order team with no tank. There's a bunch of different teams that can pull it off. There's a Jedi Vanguard team with no tank as well. So keep looking into those. They're pretty self-explanatory because there's so many different teams that you can include with no tanks. I'm not going to show you each and every one of them here. So that's going to wrap up Sector 3, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it did help you, leave a like on your way out. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And for more content, subscribe to the channel to become an Adderbex. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.